been a minute since I've done a video, and for a reason. I don't really know how to describe what's going on, so I think probably the best way I could explain is work is still work, it's still stressful, and I know I had some house stuff come up 2 weeks ago, and it kind of threw a monkey wrench into my order of operations. So today is probably like the first day that I can feel like a human. I did take today off work. I have a holiday that I use, so I was able to do some errands this morning that I wanted to get done, and I'm hoping to kind of take this weekend to be able to reset after all the chaos that's happened to me in the past couple weeks. So this is going to be me taking a weekend to reset, recollect, and get my life back in order. So hi, welcome. My name's Hannah if you're new here, or if you're a veteran of this channel, welcome back. So I thought the best way that I could sort of tackle this reset plan is I kind of wrote out a list of what I knew I wanted to get done this weekend. So I think this could probably span out throughout the next couple of days, but I know definitely I need to clean this place up in stages, because if I try to do it all in one go, I'm going to get overwhelmed and burned out, and I don't know if I can handle that. So we're gonna do it in stages. So definitely start by probably cleaning the bathrooms and the kitchen first, if I can get to that today, and then eventually work on cleaning out my bookshelves and maybe seeing if I could do an unhaul of some kind, definitely for books that I know I don't need anymore, or to rearrange my shelves in some way, to be determined. But I know definitely reorganize the bookshelves, clean them out, unhaul, clean up the bedroom, obviously do laundry, vacuum, mop, that old thing. So I know that's definitely the cleaning strategy that I have here. And again, just other little errand stuff. So what I did end up doing today was I was able to go to the library to drop off some books that I knew that I definitely did not need anymore. So I think I got some footage of that earlier, but I know the ones that I did get rid of were obviously Barrier Bones in the Midnight Soul, unfortunately, because I ended up DNFing the audiobook, and I have no intention of picking up the physical book, which is a shame, and I'm so sorry to everybody who loves it, and I hope that it finds its home with somebody else, and I hope that somebody else can find enjoyment with it. Another one I did get rid of was Diary of an Auction Thief, which I know has controversial opinions. I'm not really sure, I haven't read it, but I tried to flip through a couple pages and nothing was really screaming out to me, so I got rid of that one. And then I know I had the Dorothy Parker stories that I had like a collection of, and I tried reading that like a couple years ago, and I just did not get finished, so I ended up doing that one and finally donated that today. And then I think I got rid of a cookbook of some kind. So those are the ones that I know I definitely unhauled for sure. But I did end up getting some library finds, which I'll go to in a minute. Okay, so what am I currently reading right now? I'm working my way through Bloodmarked by Tracy Deonn, which is the second book in the Legend Board series. So I've had fun reading that. I know I'm also maybe starting to lose steam, and it's not that the book is bad. Again, I just know the past couple of days have just been overwhelming for me. So I don't know if it's just a combo of me needing rest. I still love the series. I still love Bree and her compatriots and all that. So definitely am planning to get that finished hopefully by this weekend, but I figured maybe just give myself a bit of a break because I know it's a lot. I did pick up some graphic novels at the library, which I'm very, very, very excited to show off because I found these on a whim when I was searching for the graphic novel section. And they just spoke out to me, and I'm like, okay, awesome, we're doing this. So the first one I found was this strange one called Lady Killer. It's by Joelle Jones and Jamie S. Rich. I have no idea what this is about. I feel like this is like a housewife turned serial killer. And this just looked so much fun. And I figured I'll probably give that a try and see what it's about. I mean, it looks great from what I've seen in the art so far. So very much looking forward to this. Another one I found was this one called Monstress, the first volume, and that, I don't know who this is by. Give me a second. Okay, so this is by Marjorie M and Santa Takeda, who's the artist in there, and it seems like this is a fantasy of some kind. So I think I saw this somewhere that I was advertised saying like, okay, yeah, like here, if you're getting into graphic novels and comics, try reading one of these. And I saw this and this looked really intriguing, so I'm willing to give this a try. And then the last one I got was, I think this manga. I think it is a manga, is it? Oh god, I can't remember. Anyway, I got this one called The Girl from the Other Side, the deluxe edition, and again, I have no idea what this is about. This very much seems like this demon monster thing ends up taking care of this little girl. So I don't know, something about this one just really spoke to me as well. So I'm very excited to get into this one as well. So that's my little library haul for that. What else do I have going on today? Alright, definitely today I know I'm going to be going out with my sister and her coworkers to a hockey game tonight because I think she got discounted tickets for the game and had invited me along. So we're going to meet up around 5-ish or so to go get dinner and then carpool over to the game. So I'm very much looking forward to that because it's been a while since I've gone to a hockey game. Very much looking forward to it, and again, just to get out of the house and just mingle with people and have a great time. Okay, I know I definitely need to take a shower. I know I need to clean the bathrooms and the kitchen. If I could at least tackle those today, I'll feel accomplished, and then I'll try to keep tackling the rest over the weekend, because again, like I said, I just know if I try to do it all in one go, I'm going to burn out. So baby stages, something I've had to learn for myself over the years, is handling the baby stages. So I'm going to get some cleaning done. I might get a little snack in me. Like, I know I did have a vanilla latte and a croissant earlier when I was bebopping around the mall. Oh yeah, I went to the mall too. That was packed. Not really packed. No, it was actually kind of quiet on a Friday afternoon, but it was just nice to have like a little bit of a break so I could read more of Bloodmarked. So again, I'll probably just have like maybe like a minor snack just so I can have enough in me to do food later with my sister, and then we'll have a great time. I'm clearly brain dead, so let's get back on track together. Well, good morning, everybody. It's now Saturday, and I'm having a little bit of coffee because I need it. Alright, so the game last night was a lot of fun. The Blades won 5-2, and they played against the Savannah Ghost Pirates, I think. Yeah, but it was really confusing because the Savannah team, they were wearing the green and white, and our team was wearing blue and yellow. I think for like a special event or something. So we were all confused, like, wait, which team are we supposed to be rooting for? But it ended up working out, and the boys did a great job. Shout out to the Blades. And also, Swampy was just being the absolute best menace to Fort Myers. So, gotta love him for that. Also, when did they add a skunk as their mascot, too? Because there's now another mascot for the Blades, Skunky. When did they add him into the mix? That's new to me, so... Anyway, it was a fun game. I had a great time watching it, and very thankful that I got to go and hang out with my sister and her friends, so that was fun. And then, what else? Yeah, I literally just came back here and slept. It's like 8:30, 8:45-ish now. So, on my agenda today, the reason why I'm up this early is because I actually have a massage booked for myself today. So, I'm very much excited for this. I've been needing to do a massage for a while, and I know considering everything I do for Lyra and Pilates, I've been trying to do more Pilates lately, just for context, and I feel like it may help with some of my shoulder stuff here. Because when I do Pilates, I don't normally get sore shoulders, but I know I do tend to get a lot of stress that goes into the back of my shoulders. So seeing to try to help relieve that. And I know I've had issues with sciatica in my hips over the years. So just trying to see what that can be done to help as well. For that as well. I could barely form a sentence. Oh my god. Yes, I'm gonna go get that massage done. Hopefully that goes well. Fingers crossed. Very excited. And then I'm probably going to maybe... What else do I need to get done today? I know I need to continue some cleaning. I did get my bathrooms cleaned yesterday. So very, very, very happy about that. I think today I'm going to try to tackle this room and my bookshelves. And then we'll save the major stuff for tomorrow. We'll chat about reading later. I just need to wake up. So as you were. And as I was. Alright, hi. Forgive me looking a little sweaty and that. I came back from a walk like 45 minutes ago. I was just putting in an order for dinner. So, let me unpack my day. It was awesome. I had a great time at my massage. My masseuse was great, and he was just very sweet, kind, made me feel incredibly safe during the whole process. So, very happy I went and did that this morning because that really helped with my shoulder area and my back, because I noticed that I was starting to tense up here during my appointment. And it wasn't a bad thing. I just know that I tend to carry a lot of stress in here. So that was super helpful. And then I went and got myself a lunch at Chocolates, like probably 10 or 15 minutes up the road from my appointment. So I had a grilled cheese there for lunch, which was great. And then I started reading, hold on, let me get the book. I started reading Lady Killer while I was at Chocolates, and I'm already like 70% through this. And this has just been a really fun graphic novel. I've already put in a request to my library to have the second volume of this duology, I think this is. I think it's a duology. Yeah, anyway, I love it that much that I've already put in a request for the second book, so very excited to keep going with this. So basically, let me kind of explain real quick. So this is following a assassin named Josie, and she's in the 1950s. She's a contracted killer that's going after people, and now there's been a hit put on her, so she's trying to figure out what's going on, and also caring for her family, and also trying to keep herself safe. So this has just been a very fun novel. It's been very
fast-paced, and I may just wind up finishing this tonight. Who knows? Yeah, I've been loving reading that. And then what else did I do this afternoon? Let's see. I also went to a thrift shop because I just want to do a little bit of thrifting. And while I was there, I did end up finding this really cute blue and white striped shirt. So I tried it on. It felt great. Very excited to wear this. So it's probably just like have to be for comfort or out. And then y'all are probably gonna laugh at me for this, but so I found this, and there's a reason for this. So a little context and background. I was in a sorority in college, and our animal mascot was a squirrel. So anything that's like related to squirrels, we cling to it. So since probably graduating from school and the pandemic, that I have joined a local alumni group in the area for women that were part of my, or women that were in the same sorority that I was when they were going through college. And I mean, I'm probably like one of the younger members of this group. But anyway, that's not the point. Point is, we have our final meeting next Saturday, and it's also gonna kind of be like a white elephant auction. And I found this painting in hopes that I can bring that to the event and put it up for the white elephant, just to see what comes of it. Otherwise, I could probably just turn around and sell like on Facebook Marketplace or something to get that shipped out. Hopefully to somebody that loves this. So very excited for that. And then let's see, I came back home, chilled out. I went for a walk too, hence why I'm a little grubby right now. So I did that for like probably like an hour, and then it's just been kind of thundering, I guess, outside. So I was able to come back into my place before that all started. And then I've just been trying to find something to watch on Canopy, because I don't know if you remember from when I think I was chatting with y'all earlier in the year that I'm trying to be better about utilizing my library's resources like Libby and Canopy, and I know I've saved some horror movies on Canopy, so I'm kind of debating between, there's a couple options that I'm debating between. I may just watch multiple of them tonight, depending on what comes. So I know that there was The Ugly Stepsister, which is, I think, a German body horror film that's like a retelling of Cinderella. That came out last year and got critically acclaimed. I've yet to watch this movie, and it finally got released on the Canopy. So I have had this on my watch list for like a year now. So this might be my opportunity to finally watch it. I'm debating between that and Possession, which is this like 1980s psychological thriller with oh god, I can't remember her name. It's like Isabella Lange or something like that, and Sam Neill. That's been on my watch list for a while as well. And what else? There's probably like a bunch of other movies on there that I'm just blanking on the names of right now. So clearly, I have a bunch of movies that I have saved onto my watch list on Canopy, so I may just watch one or both of those films tonight, depending on my energy level. because I was going to do some cleaning this afternoon, but I think from what I've read online, like, I think you're supposed to kind of take it easy after your first massage, or after you do a massage in general, just to like kind of like let your muscles relax after the work that was done on them. So I'm thinking what I'll probably do is, assuming it's not still thundering out, I think I'm probably just gonna quickly rinse off in the shower just to get the sweat off my body, and then throw on some comfy clothes, light a candle, and maybe I'll finish my graphic novel, maybe I'll watch something, maybe do a little bit of both. Who knows? Either way, we're settling into Saturday. This is so expensive. Oh god. You know what? Extra meal. There we go. Extra meal. Yeah, what the hell? That just made me cry. Yeah, a body horror fairy tale retelling that made me cry. Yeah, I promise I am okay, but that hit me emotionally, and I have no words. I will have words eventually, but I just want to kind of like sit with my thoughts, because it was a phenomenal movie. The body horror was very well done. I think the way that it retold the Cinderella story was very interesting, and literally Elvira deserved better. Yeah, wow, okay. Yeah, I don't think I could watch another movie after that tonight. It's not that the other movie would be bad. I just need to process The Ugly Stepsister and just, like, let myself marinate in that. Because if I keep thinking about it, I'm going to keep crying. And I know it was a great thing. Oh my god. Okay. I just was not expecting that movie to sucker punch me in the feels. So, I don't know what I want to do for the rest of the night. So I think I'm probably just going to take it easy, relax, process, and then I'll see you in the morning. Hi everyone, it's now Sunday afternoon, and this is probably the first time I've checked in with y'all today because I've just been so busy doing my other chores. So I was able to get some laundry done, and as you can see, all that laundry I need to get my bed remade and put the other stuff away. But I've been very productive today. Like I said, I did laundry, finally vacuumed, did a little bit of mopping, but then my back started hurting a little bit, so I'm taking it easy. I had some lunch, took a bath. So honestly, I think I'm probably just gonna spend the rest of the day taking it easy, reading, and eventually I'll probably make myself some dinner at some point. I know I had a later lunch, so I'm not too hungry at the current moment. But I do have some exciting news. Well, two exciting book things. Hold on one second. So this morning I did finish Lady Killer, and it honestly was really enjoyable and fun. I ended up giving this 4.5 stars. This was honestly so close to being a 5-star read for me. I think there was just like maybe like one part where it kind of like slowed down, or I wasn't like really fully 100% paying attention. And it's not the book's fault. I just knew I was getting distracted. So that's completely 100% on me. But I am very excited to read Volume 2. So as soon as my library has it available for me to come and pick up, then I'm gonna go do that. So that is my thoughts on Lady Killer. And then another piece of exciting news is that I was able to renew my hold on Bloodmarked. So I have that for another 2 weeks on my Libby app. So very, very, very excited. So I do not have to rush to finish the book. I can take my time with it. I'm so excited. But I would like to hopefully get it done. Hopefully before Tuesday, because I know Tuesday is the end of the month for March. And I would like to have that done. But honestly, worst case, if it does bleed into April, I'm not gonna cry over it, because I want to really take my time to enjoy the book and really absorb it and just continue to get weepy-eyed over Bree and Nick, because something about their connection just makes me cry. Yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at reading-wise. And also, another thing, I have been working on editing this video, so very excited to keep going with that. Why did I pick up my hairbrush? I don't know. Anyway, yeah, so working on editing this video as well. Hopefully should have that up very, very soon, by the time y'all get to this. But what else? I did unhaul some books, or at least have a stack of books that I know I'm gonna unhaul. So I'm probably going to film the video for that, either if I have the time tonight, or I'll save it for after work tomorrow. And then I'll bring them to the library when I have my next train day, which I think is on Wednesday. Yes, I'm covering Wednesdays now on the train. So I think I'll probably go back to the library Wednesday to not only drop this off, but I'll bring over my books that I'm unhauling. So that's my game plan. I know I eventually need to put my sheets back on my bed and get rid of that laundry pile. I know I also have other laundry that I need to take care of. But frankly, I'm exhausted and I need to kind of take it easy. And again, like I said, I know I just got out of the bathtub, so I'm a little toasty from that. So I think I just kind of want to take a breather for a second. So I'm probably going to maybe just put on some easy music, make myself like a cup of tea or something, and then see if I can make a dent in Bloodmarked. So that's my plan for tonight. The final product. I don't know why I just got musical there. Alright, it's getting very close to bedtime, but before I do that, I want to kind of go through how I reorganized this bookshelf, because I totally forgot to do that earlier this afternoon. So this is kind of how I've reorganized it. So up here on this top shelf, I've done more nonfiction, classics, and poetry and general fiction. So this is kind of like where I have all those books by genre. And then I also did put together my Taylor Jenkins Reid books as well as my Gabrielle Savin books up here. So that's where they're all living at the current moment. And then down here is where I have more of my fun romance-ish books. I know this one technically is not romance, but it just fit the color theme of the shelf, so we're going to keep it there just for sake of it. And then down here is where I have my fantasy, sci-fi, and thriller and horror books. So those are all living down there. So that's kind of how I've redone this. I will be doing the unhaul video filming tomorrow, as well as sort of showing what I'm going to hopefully try to tackle reading-wise for April, so that I could get that up for some video content as well. But for right now, I'm going to start getting myself ready for bed, and I'm going to continue to read Bloodmarked. I just made it to part 4. I'm somewhere under 200 pages for sure. And I think there's some bonus content at the end of the ebook version that I have. So I think if you factor out the bonus content and the acknowledgements and the title credits and all that, I think I'm probably somewhere like maybe a little over 100 pages left. I'm thinking. My math may be totally off, but point is I'm making progress. I'm at the 70% mark right now. So I'm going to try to hopefully crank out as much as I can before I fall asleep tonight, and then I'll keep reading it as this new week comes on. So we'll see where we get, but I feel very accomplished.